Yo, what's good? It's your boy, Mr. Dre. We are here live in effect at Paradise Studios. As you see, it's Dre's house. I'm feeling good. I got a dope artist going to come join us today. Everybody knows him, Aaron Paul, Mr. International. So we're going to get some topics with him. He's going to hit the stage. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Of course, you can check us out at dreshouse.com. And also on Periscope, go to Strong Island TV and just enjoy what we have to bring to you. So just listen to the music. We're going to do a few things real quick. And when we get back to it, we're going to talk to Aaron Paul. We're going to learn a lot of stuff about this young man. So definitely, y'all want to make sure y'all tune in. So just hang out, listen, and we'll be right back.
You're thinking like, damn, what's next? Not sure what he do, but I'm loving that flexing. He looking at me like, time for the sex.
Time for the time of your life, lil' mama. Kiss on it while you wearing my ice, lil' mama. Time for the time of your life, lil' mama. Kiss on it while you wearing my ice, lil' mama. Time for the time of your life, lil' mama. Kiss on it while you wearing my ice, lil' mama. Blinged out while you scream out my name. I'm a wild man, yeah, I turn beef to chow mein real quick. So your exes want and your iPhone making porn to early morning. Baby, let's take a trip somewhere. All in public, let them watch me somewhere.
I guess it really doesn't matter what LA does.
You love this shit, you told your homegirl.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Dre's house. I do apologize, but we got to make sure the Damsel in Distress music is on point. I was messing up with the music, so we have to make sure, because you know when the performance go on, the artist always got to be on point, so I'm going to make sure I do my part. We already heard sound check, so he's definitely doing his part. Everybody just welcome my man, Aaron Paul, Mr. International Sensation itself. What's going on?
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. Finally.
Finally.
I met this 2 years ago. I met this dude 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And promised me I'd be on his show, and blah, blah, blah. Now you forward 2 years later, and here I am. I did it.
He up there talking and knowing doggone well he's all over the world doing
And we have
things.
the same friends. Like, what's up, dude?
I'm just saying this stuff. You've been busy. Don't try to say like you haven't been busy.
It's been crazy, man.
Yeah, but we got you up in here and stuff. But before we even get going, we want to pay some bills real quick because we couldn't have a show. We didn't pay no bills, and that's how it is. Real quick, shout out to Abraham Kevin Span and Sons. Allstate Insurance, you in good hands. With Allstate, you make sure you check this young brother out. Give him a call, 718-381-1400. Email him, kevinspan@allstate.com, or download his website, or also, check out his website, and also download his free app, AKSPANN.com. Make sure you check this brother out. Not only does he give good advice, which I had him on the show, and a lot of people hit him up for the information that he gave them, and they still checking him out, so shout out to him. And also salute to him being a sponsor, also a sponsor for NYTI, New York Tech Institute, their basketball team, for being a proud sponsor of them. So definitely shout out to that young brother doing great things for the community and also for people that he believes in. Also, shout out to Stewart Film Group, the lovely Emily Stewart. Just check out StewartFilmGroup.com. This lady does so much. If you're serious about your craft, her resume speaks for itself. She's had stuff on CBS, NBC, ABC, Netflix, Hulu. She's a beast in everything that she does, and you will not be disappointed in anything. You just call her up, ask her for some assistance. She is very helpful. She'll lead you to the right direction. She's never led me wrong, because look where I'm at. So y'all make sure y'all check her out. And make sure you go down and check out her new ventures, Stewart Cinema and Cafe. That's in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. It's very easy to get to. Catch the G train and walk 2 blocks. 2 long blocks, but 2 blocks. The food is really good. I mean, the biscuits, the cheddar biscuits, jalapeno are so good. You gotta check that out. They are so good. And such lovely people. Her lovely mom, Miss Stewart. Her helpers. I don't like to call them helpers, but the men that do a lot of hard work behind them. C.J. Gilbert, and also Antone Allen. Shout out to those brothers as well. Also, Arizona Iced Tea, celebrating 25 years of American company. Make sure you check them out. We always drink in Arizona on here. As we always say, we display a lot of Arizona. I drink a lot of Arizona.
That was one of my favorite, the iced tea one. Huh? The green tea is my favorite.
Oh, green tea. Okay, I thought you were saying this one was about to be a problem. You know, But definitely shout out to Arizona Iced Tea. Please check them out at www.drinkarizona.com. Check out all their social media. Check out the website. And I can't keep saying this enough. They don't just have iced tea. They have fruit snacks. They have chips. They have cotton candy, which I still haven't gotten yet. And beer, believe it or not. So y'all make sure y'all keep checking out the website because you never know when a pop-up store is going to pop up. And there's a lot of good stuff in there. You wouldn't believe the stuff that Arizona has that will mess your mind up. So there we go. In the process I was doing that, I was trying to swallow my gum.
It's a lot, right?
It was a lot. I was trying to swallow my gum and it just was not happening. So again, I want to thank everybody who took the time out to tune in. They're still tuning in on DresHouse.com and also on Periscope on the StrongIsland.tv and also my live stream that's going on here. I do suggest that y'all check out Periscope and DresHouse.com. When my man hit the stage, it's going to be around 9:30ish and stuff because we got some stuff we got to discuss. But definitely, I don't need a monologue, but introduce yourself to the crowd. And
Okay.
Don't get nervous. This is a different animal here.
Okay, I'm pop dance recording artist Aaron Paul.
Camera's over there.
Oh, I was just and I'm looking at it.
Don't worry about this. Just
Hey everyone.
focus in.
All right, I'm pop dance recording artist Aaron Paul. I do fashion, I do music, I write songs. I mean, I do everything. I mean, there's nothing I haven't tried yet. I have a book too. I write books.
Okay, we're going to get into
First book,
that.
yeah.
So you didn't think I knew that.
I'm trying to figure what the stuff do I do. The only thing
Inspirational
I haven't
speaker.
done, yeah, inspirational speaker, absolutely.
See?
I haven't done a movie yet, so hopefully next
Really?
year. No, I haven't done a movie
Okay,
yet.
all
No.
right. Well, then you got to talk to Emily Stewart.
Directors, look my way, please. I'm begging. I need to be in a movie. I want to be in like one of those kind of like crazy like scientists, sci-fi films. You know, kind of the evil.
Oh, you want to do the scary stuff?
Yeah, but like the crazy person.
So
like,
you on your
but
own.
still glamorous at the same time. You know, that looks great, but no, just evil to
Okay.
the core.
Okay, evil but glam. Okay.
Yeah.
How would that work?
It could be like an alien or something on a planet, like a king of a king of a world.
King Jaffe Jaffe.
No, the Star
Okay.
Wars. It's Star Wars. I'll do that. That's fine.
Okay, that's sci-fi. That's not scary and stuff like that.
No, I ain't done the movies yet, but hopefully
Okay,
soon.
then you speak it into existence.
Exactly.
Okay, so where are you from? Because you know this accent's always tripped me out since I've known you and stuff. Where are you originally from? Or did you do the Tina Turner thing?
No. I'm the real thing. I was born in London, a place in South London called Battersea. That's where I grew up.
Okay.
And I moved to the US when I was about probably like 23, 24. I kind of jumped ship, and from the project I was in with Simon Cowell, I was in a very worldwide popular boy band group called Worlds Apart, and I was the lead singer. So when I had enough of all that, I kind of said, you know what, I want to go to New York. But I was coming to New York on and off.
How old were you?
Of that time? Oh gosh, I'm giving away my age now.
Well,
when I was signed with Arista Records with Simon Cowell, I was 19 years old.
Okay.
19, yeah. And I became a pop star, traveling all over Europe, performing in major arenas, having hit records under Simon Cowell with the group. And I was the lead singer.
Again.
I got to write our second single, which was called Wonderful World, which was very unusual for boy bands at that time to be writing their own material.
Yeah, true.
So,
You gotta wait for a couple albums.
It's funny because I went to the studio, like I normally would do, just playing around, and the track that I wrote ended up on Simon's desk on the Monday morning, and Simon Cowell was like, "Oh my God, they can write." And I've always written. I mean, I wrote my first song when I was 10 years old in my mum's kitchen.
Okay, well, we're gonna get to that.
Right,
Because
so-
that's the stuff I wanted.
Right. So so writing was never nothing alien to me. And when I was performing in the UK before I was signed, I would write to B-sides.
Okay.
Of all, especially the 90s music of the, Johnny Gill or Karen White. I would take their instrumentals and write my own songs on top of it.
You ever wrote anything on Call Me?
No, I didn't do that one.
Okay.
Didn't do that
Because
one.
you know they're listening right now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
What's up, guys?
Get your game together. Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to Denise, always tuning in.
Oh, wow.
And I know Austin is there, but he don't have social media, so that's a thing. But you said you wrote your first song at
10 years old in my
When
mum's
did you start
kitchen.
singing?
Well, it's unusual because I wanted to be a singer, but I couldn't sing. So what I would get like girls that was in my school, high school, who could sing, because they was all singing around the school.
Right.
So I would kind of walk up to them, and I was kind of a bit of an oddball kind of kid. I was a bit different to other kids.
Okay.
So they kind of looked at me very strange. So I'd approach these girls and I'd be like, you know what, you can sing. Like I got this idea. I can get us famous. You know.
Sell them the dream.
Yeah, these were young girls, you know, and but you know what? They went for it because they saw how serious I was.
Okay.
You know, I'd write the songs. I'd have them come to my little studio. My dad bought me a little setup. I'd make the costumes. I'd book the shows. I mean, I was a busy bee at like 10 years old. I was booking my own band. I had my own live band at 10 years old.
Dang.
I'm serious, yeah.
Okay, that had to be interesting.
This game and this business is nothing new to me. I've been doing it the moment I could basically whisper. You know?
So let's take it like that then. What was the one song that you heard when you was little that you was like, oh, I just want to write, oh, I want to sing? What was that one song that just grabbed you and said, this is it?
Well, music was always around the house, so I can't really pinpoint on a particular.
It got to be one song that mine's is.
When I was getting there, I was gonna go with Thriller.
Really?
Yeah, because it was the visual. You know, when I was pretty young at the time. Because music was always around, so whether it's soul, R&B, reggae, because I'm half Jamaican, so reggae was a big part of my house. Then my mum, you know, being a Caucasian woman, you know, she listened to Patsy Cline, and so there was all different types of music. And we were a very musical family. I come from a series of reggae artists, and my mum's side, her mother sung more kind of jazz kind of stuff. So I can't particularly pinpoint a song, but when I saw Thriller on the TV, that was it. I said, I need to be doing that, exactly that.
Okay. I had a few artists in my mind who I thought like, cause you know, even though you a lot of energy, but still it's like a crooner, like an R&B crooner that's going to be passionate about their music.
For you?
No, for you.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I was thinking that. For me, it's Barry White sheet music.
Okay, really?
It's just guaranteed.
Right,
I wanted
okay.
to be Barry White. But for you, I just had in my mind like I hate to say it, like Sam Cooke.
Okay,
Something like that. Because you have that vibe, even though you have that energy.
Oh, okay.
You have,
the tones, I can hear.
Yeah. And you have that vibe, like, and you put so much in it, like, you don't have to do much, but it looks like so granular. It's the way you know how to perform.
Yeah, presentation, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I went to performing arts school.
Oh, and there it is.
So the moment I said I want to do that, when I saw Thriller, my mum enrolled me into ballet classes, and next thing I was going to one of the, which is the school called Italia Conte, which is like the Fame School in London. So and that's what I geared my whole studies towards performing. Forget mathematics or science or that. I had no interest in that. I could do it. I was a bright kid, and I was head of my class, but I wanted to be dancing on top of the tables. You know.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, and the teacher would say, well, he's not concentrating on his schoolwork. Well, that's not what I want to do. I want to be a performer.
Right.
And that's where I see myself going.
All right. Now, like when you got into the band, your band and stuff, and then when your mom's enrolled, put you in dance classes probably and music classes or whatever. Did everything just blow up? It's like, oh my God, I can't believe that I'm seeing all of this or I'm doing all of this.
Which is a journey. I was very young. I still did the grind. The dive bars and the little, haystack stages. And all that's the grind.
This dude right here. And the crazy thing, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So all around the UK, I was doing that. Wherever there was a stage, and wherever I could get myself seen and hope that I'd get signed or someone will see me. I banged down record companies' doors. When artists came from the US, because that's what I was listening to, especially in the 90s, the Karen Whites, the Bobby Browns, that's what I was interested in. As well as the Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, the Jackson 5 and all that. But that's the direction I saw myself. So I'd go to all that, the R&B departments at the major record labels, bang down their door. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
Right.
And some of them did, I'd come in, I got to know them quite very well because they couldn't get rid of me. But, I was so young,
Well, how important is it to be that persistent?
You have to be.
Yeah, because, a lot of people believe, like, the way the music company is going, because you're still doing it, but the way the music company is going, it's like, it's more like, okay, a lot of these artists think I'm a star because they have some stuff on YouTube and they maybe got like a few hundred, or they bought the likes and stuff like that.
In the 2000s, yeah, maybe it could be like that.
Exactly, and real artists was doing what you was doing. It's like, and I have to put you in that category of real artists because you gotta do those. And I always tell young artists, like, do some showcases, do stuff outside of from
Do
where you
anything.
at.
Like I
Yeah.
said, the haystack stages, you know, the dive bars,
Yeah.
community halls, community parks, anywhere there's a platform.
Right.
Because every time you're on a stage, and I still use the same kind of method today, it might be a show like yourselves, it could be a smaller show, it could be a bigger show.
Right.
Whenever I'm on a show, I'm planting seeds everywhere I go.
Okay.
You know, people are going to look at me, they're going to see all this, and they're going to remember my name, whether you like me or not. They're going to say, oh, that dude's very interesting looking, or he's got a different style.
They're already talking about your coat.
Right, are they?
Clearly, I got to get a coat on this bad boy to get some attention.
A leopard print coat, dude. That's what you need.
Excuse me, my man come out here wearing the coat. Clearly, I got to get a jacket. So I didn't read the email again. You know,
I'll bring you one next time I come.
okay, there we go. I respect my leather jacket. I want a leopard jacket to come up in this piece and stuff. Let me stop messing around.
But
So-
that's all part of the presentation, you know. It's like you have to stand out.
right.
And in order to stand out, you've got to put yourself in the position to stand out.
Do you go to a point where he's like, I don't care what anybody say, I'm gonna do me?
Yeah, this
How important is that?
it's so important. Do you know what? I came from a major career, and I left that career, came to the US, expecting to continue that major career, and it didn't happen right away for me.
Right.
I had to basically start from scratch, rewind, you know, all the way in a new country.
Right.
You know, especially sounding like the way I do, looking the way I do, because labels will say to me, "Well, you're not black and you're not white. What? We don't know where to put you, especially in America, because it's pigeonholed that way."
I didn't think that would be like that for you.
For me, when I jumped from ship and came here,
Okay, first of all, you jump ship.
yeah, when I was barrister and I was.
Oh,
in
okay.
the UK,
Oh, okay. I thought you mean when you came to US, you jumped
yeah.
ship.
When I came here, I mean, I came from a major career. Remember,
Right,
You know,
yeah.
I had like 5 top 10 records. I would go to labels here, in the US, and they're like, "Well, we don't know what you are. You're not black and you're not white. In America, you got. Well, first you're black. You're automatically going to assume that you're going to sing an R&B song.
Mm-hmm.
When I first came here, I was doing more of like a Seal vibe. You know, I was still trying to be a little bit different, but still keep the little bit of, you know, not too far away from the boy band pop, but make it a little bit.
Made the boy band thing more soulful.
Yeah, and they laughed at me.
Really?
Yeah, seriously, and I was told I was a joke. Seriously. Because, you know, you came from a major boy band, now you're trying to do this kind of alternative soul pop thing, like Seal, but that don't quite, we've already got Seal, especially in America. We've already, you know, because he kind of filled that spot.
Yeah, he
At that
filled it.
time, you had your Mary J. Blige, you had your Jodeci's, and, you know, all
Yeah,
those,
Joe,
yeah,
all that
Joe,
stuff,
and all them, and Usher was coming out, you know, kind of strong. So I didn't fit that mold. And I'm thinking, damn, what did I do all that work for? Because I've just come from this huge career, and I worked my ass off. You know, especially being the lead singer. I
Right.
sang live vocals every show. I did pay my dues. And prior to the band, I didn't want to be in a boy band. It was a stepping stone move, because I was told you can take this, and the Arista will open up the whole world to you, or you can walk away.
How did it come across of you being in the boy band? I mean, you had auditions or something
Yeah,
like that?
well, what it was, they'd picked the 5 guys. Simon Cowell had picked them, kind of like the American Idol process. My project started that whole process, the American Idol concept. So we basically auditioned a bunch of guys. I think apparently about like 10,000 boys in the UK showed up for the auditions over a period of time. They picked the 5 of them, then realised none of them can really hold it down in the studio, could really cut a song.
Right.
So now, and plus at that time, you had to have live vocals on TV, especially like our big shows. You have to sing live.
Right.
That was the number 1 rule. So now they had to do a whole research and find a lead singer. And that's where I came along. I was already performing in all the clubs around London, everywhere there was.
So you had a nice little buzz already.
Yeah. So some of the organisers of those clubs, they get approached by record companies, and sorry, I think my phone is buzzing.
Oh, that was
here.
you? I thought it was me.
I don't know. Something's
I
buzzing.
thought it was me.
They would get approached by a record company saying, "We're looking for such and such a person, an artist,
Right.
and we want someone who can sing, who can dance, and has a look." And I thought I had those skills, especially the singing the live part. I had the dance background, like I said. I
Right.
studied dance and did the whole dance thing. I performed live everywhere I went, so I had the experience of singing live, you know,
Okay.
and you know, making your voice carry live. It's a whole different process when you're in the studio,
Right.
as you know. So I had all those steps, and they said, "Okay, well, do you want to be the lead singer?" And I remember going home to my mum. I don't want to be in no damn boy band. That's not what I want. I want to be like, you know, Bobby Brown. at the time, you know?
You want to have your own prerogative.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. And it was like, well, dude, you couldn't even take this or leave it. What do you do? You turn down a deal with Arista Records at 18 years old?
Was the money good?
That was shit. It was crap.
Okay.
But everyone's record deal was crap.
Yeah. I mean, how was it like? Because I know like you had to do like stadiums and stuff
Yeah.
like that. How was that experience?
Oh, amazing. Amazing. I performed in some of the biggest venues in the world. And I remember one particular one that stands to mind. I mean, I did Wembley, which is the biggest you can get.
Yeah.
That
was at
yeah.
The H2 something stadium.
Yeah, H2O.
Yeah.
But this was before H2O.
Oh,
We had
okay.
we had Wembley Stadium, we had Wembley Arena.
Okay.
I did the Wembley Arena a couple of times. And then also the bigger ones all around Europe. But my biggest one, 120,000 people on September the 20th, which is my birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
It's my daughter's birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Virgo, yeah. Brilliant. She's a genius.
Another story. Shout out to Tiffany.
Oh, hey, Tiffany. Virgo, yes, I love my Virgos. So here I was, and it was a small island just off the coast of Africa, between Africa and Spain, called Malta. And we were headlined for the president's daughter's birthday. And it was also their centennial anniversary of the country of having its independence, and we were the major act at the time.
Right.
And I remember we were with the president and his daughter. I mean, we were like major. You know what I'm saying? And then we go on, you hit the stage, and I had 120,000 people singing "Happy Birthday" to me.
Wow, that's like performing for a country.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it was a country, Malta. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was insane.
I mean,
Could you imagine being on stage and you seeing 120,000 people singing "Happy Birthday" back at you?
yeah, that got to be amazing.
Oh, incredible.
That got to be
Absolutely
straight.
incredible.
Everybody loves his accent and his jacket. I'm gonna work on my accent, people.
And I'm gonna get him a jacket. When
There
I come
we
back.
go.
There you go.
Shout out my girl Dillis and stuff.
Dillis,
Yeah, no doubt.
my wife. Right? What she called me? Her G husband.
Yeah. Dillis is crazy. But when you did that spirit, what made you leave the group or the band
I hated every second of it while I was in it.
Really?
From the moment I met them, I hated them.
You had 120,000 people saying happy birthday to you. How did
But
you?
that's the thing. You're in this situation which you hate, but you're doing what you love.
Okay.
And I hated what I was doing because I was with them. And these guys, I mean, they weren't the most talented individuals. I come from, training. You know, these guys were plucked off the street. I mean, one or two of them had talent in different areas. But, you've got 5 collectives. You don't know these people. It's not like we graft together all around the country, trying to make it. These are strangers. And I'm being thrown in at the last minute as the lead singer. And in every band, everyone wants to be the star.
Right.
You know that. And to me, it was a job. I remember the day when we went to sign the contract, right, with the lawyer. And it was the first time I'm meeting the dudes, right? And I told all about them, which, their characteristics, what they look like, blah, blah, blah. And the first thing one of them said to me when he met me, don't think you're ever going to go solo. The first thing out of his mouth was to me, don't think you're ever going to go solo.
One of the guys in the group.
Yeah. This is Friday, just my first initial meeting. So you can imagine hearing that. Like, you're in a room, so you...
That would make me want to go solo.
Yeah, you're like, dude, and I just said, listen, I'm not here to do my job.
So clearly y'all don't talk now.
No, 2 of them are very close friends of mine.
Okay.
They're like my brothers.
2 made the cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
The I call them the monkeys, the others. Because, you got 5 guys, 1 or 2 is talented. I was the singer. Everyone's trying to compete to be the star. Everyone wants to get their voice heard. Everyone thinks they're the main ingredient of the group. It's like a classic group syndrome.
Yeah, like NSYNC and
Yeah,
Backstreet Boys.
but it happens in every group. In Vogue, it happens to, I'm sure, the Jacksons. I mean, when every group, when you got 5 or a bunch of people crammed together in a confined environment, and every time you step out, you got to smile. It's taxing.
See, and I'm glad that you said that, because a lot of these young artists, they look at it as these people are having fun, they doing this or whatever.
Right. No, it's the hardest work you could ever do in your life.
95% of it is work. That 5% is the little fun you get. Like most, I'm gonna have to say, when you're on stage.
But it's like, come today, it's work. I've got to pack my bag, I've got to make sure I got all the things that I need, I've got to travel, I've got to get here on time. It's work.
And he got here mad early. I wasn't even here yet. I didn't even understand that one. But it's okay.
Well, that's my ethic. I mean, I've always been that way. I've always been a perfectionist and always been dedicated to my art and respectful. You're respectful to the people that are buying your music, respectful to the host that's hosting you at the event. You're respectful to the people who are behind the scenes, to the guy who's sweeping the stage. You know, because that person who's sweeping the stage could be the executive of the record company next year.
I'm gonna give you that. And I'm glad that you're here and stuff because you're saying a lot of stuff. Because I know a lot of young artists and they think like, okay,
This
they
business
buy
is
their
not
license,
easy.
but they don't understand the work that you have
It's
to put
work,
in.
work. I work literally, and ask my family. I don't go to movies. I don't go to the restaurant. I don't go walk around the park. There's no time to fit it in. And I was saying to my cousin the other day, who sent me a message, and he was getting frustrated that I didn't reply right away. It's not because I don't want to reply. It's
just
just there's not enough hours in the day to reply. Especially when I got to do X, Y, and Z. Please understand that. You know what I'm saying? And it's this business, and especially these days when you're controlling your own shit with social media. You know, you're picking out the clothes, you're writing the songs, you're recording, and this one's calling you left, right, and center. There's 24 hours, only 24 hours in the day.
Right.
And you've got to do what's priority. And for me, priority is making sure that I become the best artist I can be and have the biggest platforms. Because why do it?
And they won't understand that until you become big. Then they be
When
sitting there like
I can chill when my record's selling 100 million copies, whatever. I can chill then, go on vacation and drink a cocktail. That's the rest. Or when I'm dead, I sleep.
That's a lot of sleep there, buddy.
You've got to work. Obviously it's not going to happen.
Right.
And I've worked with many artists, even from when I was 10 years old, and great artists, great vocalists, very talented, but they didn't have the ethics to continue and be focused.
Right.
They fall off on the wayside. They meet a boyfriend, or they get pregnant, or they decided they want to take a different path.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they regret it later because I should have stuck with you, Aaron, because you made it.
Right.
But it's a lot to make it. My family go through hell with me because it's work, and they see the focus and the dedication I do. So they understand it and respect it, but it's work.
Right.
And my thing is I got to conquer America. I've done the Europe. I've done the UK. I've done. I need America. I need to have my name up there. Madison Square Gardens.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. Talking to existence. How was it working with Simon Cowell, though?
Amazing. The best teacher I ever had.
I just think it's a persona that he puts on TV or whatever and stuff. But
yeah, I mean, it's exaggerated a little bit, but
right.
It's not that far exaggerated because it's exactly how you see him. I've seen Simon Cowell make executives cry on the spot.
Really?
I'm serious. And even like with us coming in, the other guys actually felt very intimidated by him because he's that kind of figure. If he doesn't have if he doesn't respect you, he ain't gonna give you the time of day.
Right. I can definitely
He's
see
that kind of person. With me, he did because I was the singer. So he was so it was your phone buzzing, right?
No.
Oh. Because I was a singer, so he would pick me up in his Ferrari and drive me to the studio, and then we'd be there for 10 hours and come back late at night. So it's that one on time. So I got to know him a little bit more, and he respected me as a vocalist, and gave me words of encouragement, had me learn tricks in the studio, how to listen to your voice, how to find the perfect mix, little things. It's all education.
Yeah, and it's good to take that in.
Yeah, and
I
use all that stuff to this day. That's why I'm able to run my own thing. I can now I can know what a mix should sound like. I know what instruments to bring up. I know everything. I mean, and I thank Simon Cowell. No other teacher, even in my school years, did half the job for me than what Simon Cowell did.
So that was a blessing in disguise and stuff.
I value that so much.
Yeah. So now, when you went from, you came to the state, what was the first thing that you did and stuff? You hit the ground running. But what was the first thing that you did?
Was to find a couple of producers because they gave me a budget to work with, like a studio, like.
Who gave it? Simon?
No, Arista Records, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they said, okay, all right, you want to be Bobby Brown. That's what I had said to them at the time.
Okay.
All right, so here's X, Y, Z, here's X amount of money. Go and find us the songs and come back, and we'll listen to them and see what we think. So 3 times I came back and they didn't like anything.
No.
No.
But what about now?
But you know what? I've not. I mean, time has gone on now, so I don't know what those particular people are doing. But at that time, I can honestly say, Dre, I didn't know who I was as an artist, and now I do.
Okay, so you was fighting that.
No, I thought I wanted to be Bobby Brown because that was the in thing. I followed what the trends were. Instead of stepping out on my own, in my own shoes, and finding my own niche and my own,
Right.
which as you see now,
Right.
I found my
yeah,
own pocket.
I think the Bobby Brown would have been very wrong for you.
Right.
It would have been extremely wrong.
Exactly. But you got to remember, I was a kid,
Yeah.
in my early 20s, and I was listening to what was around me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I know record labels like to follow trends anyway. If someone's big, if there's a Rihanna, then they want another Rihanna. Do you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of thing.
Rihanna the second.
Yeah. And, and it takes a lot. It's only in the last 4 to 5 years that I found all this in my own pocket. And ever since I did that, the world just opened up. And it was embraced by everybody because they said, well, we like you because you're different.
But different is always good.
Right, and that's, if you think of all the greats, your Freddie Mercury's, your Prince, your Michael Jackson's, your Luther's, Tina Turner's, they were all different.
Yeah, nobody's following that unless they sing it on the street.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Have you ever sung on the street?
No. I'm playing around. Yes, I did, yeah. When I was a teenager, I remember being outside Michael Jackson's hotel and singing outside there with the fans.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious. And I'd have like a whole circle of fans around me singing. I told you, this is what I lived and breathed every second.
I'm not mad at you, though.
I'm serious.
You kind of threw me on that one, but I'm not mad at you.
I can tell you a funny story. Even about some of the Jacksons would come out and say, "Who's that guy singing?"
Really?
Yeah, I can tell you
Yeah,
stories.
so close. So
Stories that-
close.
yeah. They were like, "Was that you singing?" I sung with some other people that came to London after 7. I remember singing outside with them, and they said, "Oh, you can sing, dude." I was singing their little songs with them.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Johnny Gill. I did everything I could.
I'm gonna give you that, and you don't really see that anymore because everybody's doing
Social
everything.
media.
Online. Yeah, exactly.
Look at this.
Exactly.
I'm a star right here.
Yeah, exactly. You can
You
buy
know?
your lights and make yourself, And it's strange that you say that because I was at SOB for a Freddie Fox event, and there was this white guy who had a keyboard and a speaker, and he was playing it but rapping about everything he saw, and it was like and beatboxing, and everybody just it was crowded
Right.
outside, and I was like, I myself wouldn't have the strength to do that, but I have to admire people that can
Right.
at a drop of a dime. Now, people's like, yo, I want you to hear me, whatever. Spit.
I mean, I was lucky because I was signed at 18.
Right.
And next thing I'm a pop star, in my early 20s.
Right.
So I didn't have to do it wasn't like never happening for me, if that makes sense. Because I did all my early grafting very young.
Right.
From 10 right up to I was signed. So
Exactly.
that was my, grafting on the street, singing on the street, doing whatever I can, whatever. But the moment I was signed, it's 18, your life changes. You're a pop star. You're in every teen magazine in the world. You're hanging out with supermodels or other pop stars or TV stars. Your whole world changes. And,
Right.
I was a little kid from South London, from urban South London, and next thing I'm now a pop star on national TV. So, my dad's walking around town and people are like, oh, yeah, I saw your son on the television, man. I'm proud, and
How did your parents like
loved
that?
it. But to them, it's nothing new
Okay.
because that's what they always knew I was going to do. And even now, it's actually got to the point. It's funny you say that because even now, like I get a couple of things. I was on page 6 the other day.
Right, I saw that.
And Us Weekly magazine, a fashion cop, and all these. These are quite big things in America. And I go right into them or they're there, and I'm waiting for this big, enthusiastic kind of, and they say, well, it's not. We don't expect anything less. It's what we know you do.
Oh, that's pressure. That's
But no,
pressure.
they're proud. They're proud, but it's like the excitement's gone because they've seen the journey.
Right.
They're proud and they're very
But
happy.
is this like a new journey for you?
It is because it's by myself. It's America. I get to go on shows like yourself, and and other. It's like when I started working with Dawn.
Right.
I said to her, she said, she goes, I want you to come and work with me. I've got some platforms for you. And I said to her, well, I don't really do, urban music. I'm not an urban artist. I can sing it, but my music is pop dance,
Right.
and that's what I kind of, that's what I aim to do to kind of go to branch over mainstream. This is not an urban look.
Technically it is. Depending on,
Well,
okay,
back in
but
the day-
like if you was like Rick James,
Right, or
whatever,
Prince,
yeah,
right.
you can get away with
right,
it.
but now. But I'm getting away with it now because I'm filling that void visually. And I'm surprised. And it's funny you said it because I say to Dawn, they're not going to like me. they are going to love you. And she's absolutely right.
Yeah, talent respects talent.
Right.
And you
And
can't,
right.
no matter how you look or whatever and stuff like that, like the people on The Voice, no matter how they look, if they can sing,
Right.
they getting on.
Right.
You got to respect someone who's good at their craft.
Right.
You know, and I got to respect you because you're like, look, I'm going to do this. Everybody's going to know me when I walk down the street.
Right.
That's what's going to happen. Even when you came to Dilla's birthday, was it a birthday party
Yeah,
or whatever? And you came in, I was like, okay, I know who this is. I was like, okay, I already know his role. Because you, to me, you was transforming yourself to where you at now. I think that was using your transforming spotlight.
Yeah, it was just like
getting a hold of it and stuff. And that's when I met you and
Yeah.
everything. So it's like, I commend anybody saying, look, this is me. You accept me, you don't. But if I hit that stage, it's going to be nasty. You know, and you got to respect that.
And
especially when
you have
got
to
talent.
stand out in the crowd. You know, especially these days when I look at the artists, especially some of the popular ones right now, they're in jeans and a flannel shirt.
Yeah.
There's no effort being made. You know, I come from the era where you turn on the TV, you watch the Grammys, and stars were stars. You know, and they gave you spectacles.
Yeah,
and a dope performance.
They had their wardrobe.
Your wardrobe,
person,
you know,
makeup,
yeah,
this and that.
It was a show. The moment they stepped out onto the red carpet or wherever, it was a show. You know, no one's really doing that now. And because I come from that kind of training and that kind of mindset, it's already embedded. I have to make that effort to go out there. I just decided to do it this way,
Right.
and nobody is doing it this way. We've lost some of the ones who were,
Right.
You know, and if you look at the current market, there ain't really no one that's like that.
Not in the mainstream.
In the
market.
mainstream,
They're
right.
there. It's like they just have a different niche. Now, have you ever went to a point where like forget this, I'm not doing this, whatever. Have you ever got to that point?
No, I mean it's work. Like, you know, you saw me. I had to get ready for this show.
Yeah.
It's extra work. If I can just roll up and just do it, you know. But when I when I did do it that way, no one was interested.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No one was interested. So I've created this now, and I've got to keep it. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. Especially, you know, and it's also opened up another branch for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Fashion. The fashion.
But do you model, right?
No, I do celebrity hosting and spokesperson for a couple of brands and stuff. Mainly
Really?
fashion, yeah. So, and I never considered myself a talker, especially talking to public. Performing and singing, yes, but as a talker, hosting shows or inspirational speaking, you know, that's all new to me.
Well, I mean, but still, you know.
But that's what this has opened up.
Exactly. And plus, if someone gets to know you, hosting and being
Right.
an inspiration, that's your niche. Now, I don't want to say it's your niche. Music in entertainment is your niche. But you got so many avenues
Right.
that you can go with it. That's the way to say it. You got so many
And those are
avenues
those
to go
areas
with
I
it.
did not expect. I did not expect fashion, even though I've always been kind of up to
Fashionable.
date. Yeah, fashionable. I never expect to be embraced by the fashion industry. Just like I didn't expect to be embraced by the urban industry, the urban market genre.
Real urban music, respect real talent, no matter what. I mean, there's a lot of urban people. I was talking to famous artists. They love country. You know, which is amazing to me and stuff. I mean, I like country too. Yeah. So, you know, but I'm old school country and stuff like Charlie Pride,
Right.
Johnny Cash and whatever and stuff. Don't judge me. You know, I know I'm gonna get a call from Ladies of Sky and stuff. I know the jokes are coming and whatever, but
I love those girls, by the way.
yeah, no doubt and stuff. And you know, and being that I've been with them so long, and this is something that you was expressing about, they just performed in Times Square.
Okay.
And being around them so long, it's like I know the process and stuff, or everything that's going to happen, and knowing that it's not a game. It's not a game and stuff. I'm like seeing how they prepare.
Right.
You know, wardrobe is like they're not going to just wear something like whatever and stuff. You know, they're a group, so you know they got to be
uniform.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So it's get your makeup done. Makeup takes forever and stuff. You know, you got to mentally, and they've been in the business for a minute, and I've seen them hit the stage like better than a lot of young artists. I mean, they put it on. So it's like
they've had that conditioning. You see,
right.
They're from that era where you had to do that.
Right, because their major thing is if they're gonna hit that stage, they're gonna make everybody know.
Right. It's like
what's going
same
down.
thing with me. Like I said earlier, you've got to plant the seeds. you may not like my particular style of music
Mm-hmm.
or my performance, but you know what? You're going to walk away remembering me. I got to make sure
And
you
that's the thing and stuff. That's the
Right.
thing.
And when they see me, like, oh, there's that dude. Yeah, we saw him here.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know, XL
Yeah.
or SOBs or wherever. And it's funny because I remember they invited me to the Beacon, and we was, you know, it was Peaches and Herb, Stylistics, you know, all them emotions or whatever, and all of them was on point. They didn't perform. There was a group came on, Bloodstone, destroyed the stage.
Okay.
And I felt sorry for anybody who went after them, because that should have been the end of the show. It definitely should have been the end of the show. I was so amazed, and I've seen performance. I was so amazed. Now this goes back into you. One thing I had asked Ladies of Sky, I was like, "What if you had to follow that?" And the first thing they said, we would have turned that stage out.
Well, do you know?
And that's amazing. So do you look at that?
No, I've got the answer for you for that. And it's because someone else said that to me the other day, and I remember talking about it with someone else, a bunch of people. They said, "Are you scared of it to go on? Or are you scared about it?" Why would I be scared? They do what they do. I do what I do.
Right.
Right? As long as I got my shit together, and I go out there and deliver my best, I ain't worried about what you're doing. I'll be respectful to you, and
Right. You got to
yeah,
respect the
yeah,
craft.
and I say hello, and I respect you, and if you give a dope performance, I'm gonna say that it was hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I've never felt intimidated. I've never felt, you know, inadequate or littler. Like, I've never had that way of thinking.
Okay.
I'm so secure with what I do,
Right.
and I ain't got time to worry about what you're doing. Got to worry about me.
And exactly.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
and that's why I love real artists, because they're like, okay, well, you know.
Yeah, if the dude is good or the group is good, if it's hot, it's hot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
But you know what? I'm gonna make sure my shit is hot too.
exactly. And that, I love that, you know, you can love an artist and stuff.
Yeah.
You know their music, you love their music. But if you on that same stage with them, and I don't like, I mean, I'm not biased. People think I'm biased for Laser Sky, but, you know, when I watch them,
Imagine how I feel. Just sorry to cut you through. You know, there's me coming over from England, right? And I've done shows with Lady of the Sky. I've done with D Train. And these are people I grew up listening to. My dad played their records.
Right.
I know their record covers. You know, my dad, they were right there. Grew
Right.
up with it. And there's little me now coming from across the pond, you know, as we call it. And I'm now in a studio or a TV show or wherever with these legends that I grew up listening to.
that was at the break, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It just popped in my mind. That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
you. You know-
These are like people I looked up to as a little kid. They were the superstars. And I'm now in the same room as them, being billed as Air and Paul, and they're being billed as who they are, and it's equal ground. And they come up and say hi, and they welcome me, and they become dope or whatever. They like my look, and I take photographs. And you know how humbling that and how satisfactory that feels to me, coming over from as a.
Right.
These are people that I grew up listening to. They were my superstars. You know, they're the records my dad played, and I played them too.
Right.
And now I'm a peer now. We're equal ground.
Right.
And they're accepting, they're loving. You know, it's amazing.
Good, you know, give good advice when you need it or
Yeah.
whatever. So I do understand what you're saying on that, because I see a lot of these young artists. They come on, they're like, okay, these people. But if you love what you do, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. If you love what you do, and it's somebody that's already done it and is still doing it, you know, I would take, if they can just say hi to me, and I'm like,
Oh, I would know. I want
I'm
to hear
good.
stories. I want to know about what I remember. You know, that story, or tell me who you met. You know, I talk to Dr. Dre all the time. You know, because he's on the new record.
oh yeah, we're going
Lessons
to
in
get
Life,
into that.
Love, and boy bands. And I could call up Dre, and I mean, I watched Dre as a little kid. I used to run home from the summer holiday school to catch your MTV Raps
Right.
in the 90s, you know? And there's now me picking up the phone. I can call Dre right now and say, and we Dre will be kicking it. And I said to him the other day, I said, do you know, I'm getting to the point now, Dre, I forget that you're Dr. Dre. I now see the man, the real
Right.
man. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when you're a famous person, you have
You
that.
look at them like that, yeah.
And you kind of, you are a little bit intimidated because you're a bit more kind of.
Because you was a big fan.
Fan,
Yeah, exactly.
right.
I definitely know, because it happened to me too.
Right, and now I'm talking to the dude, and he's just chilling, and we're busting jokes, and he's telling me stories of, you know, Prince, and he said the same thing to me. He said he felt he had a situation where he was around Prince, and at first you saw Prince, But when you get to know him and chilling around him, you see the man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what people need to learn and stuff. You know, even though you see all of this stuff and everything, not too many famous artists are not standoffish. I mean,
No.
a lot of them, like, they love that you listen to their music.
Absolutely.
They don't have no problem having a conversation with you. And like, I met a lot of famous people, and I'm sitting there like, wow, you know, I'm having conversations with legends
Right.
who I watch, and you know, and it's like, it's so amazing to me. So it got to be another level for you, because you meeting them like this, like.
Well, yeah, especially the ones that I'm interested in. I mean, remember, I was famous when I was 18, so I had a lot of people around that time, especially in the UK. I wanted America, because to me that was the big playground.
Really?
Yeah, America was. If you make it in America, you were it, and that's why I set my goals. You know, America. And now, you know, I'm meeting the people. I'm working with people like Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy's on my record that I wrote.
Let's get into that. I'm glad you said that, though. Let's get into that, because I forgot to ask you if it was okay to talk about that, because it's not out yet.
Yeah, it's not out yet, but we did the video. We had a huge.
Which I didn't get an invite. So.
Well, you see, because you've been doing your thing, and I don't see you. But next time. But you're gonna come to the other project I told you.
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
gonna come to that, so you're there for that. Yeah, we did the video at a boutique called Glam Divas Beauty Bar up in Pelham, and we shut that place down. It was so
Right,
much fun.
I saw some clips of it and stuff.
It was such a great day. You know, I have to thank the Better Diva PR for that one. The story went viral.
Yeah, it did.
The story went viral.
It did.
So, you know, and that's another thing, like, I set my heart on America, and when that story was going, like, hitting every platform, and Aaron Paul is in the middle of, you know, Dr. Dre's, and, you know what I'm saying? You don't have that, that's a lifelong ambition.
Right, because I saw some pictures. I was like, okay, this is dope, and Dawn was telling me about it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm just watching it build and build. And how did that make you feel? Like,
Don't even know. I mean, blessed, of course. Hard work does pay off.
there we go.
Hard work does pay. Like I said, I've been doing this for a very long time. And to set my heart on America and to see my name on every media platform there is. And then we got the page 6 out of that. You know, on the Tuesday. We shot the video the Sunday. The story went viral on the Monday. The Tuesday, I got a call 45 minutes. Oh, you're going to be on page 6. I'm like, yeah, right. Is that confirmed? You know, like, they said, well, just watch page 6, but it's not. It's quite iffy. If something else breaks news-wise, they'll bump,
they're
you know,
gonna
bump
that
it.
in
Yeah.
there.
And I just thought it was going to be the same thing that went viral. You know, the two Dre's together. Even though it was great. You know,
Right.
and also my name was thrown in the midst. And then I turned on the page 6, and the whole studio was lit up with Aaron Paul.
Yep.
I had my posters like.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, okay, big time. You know, you're doing it.
So I felt like I'd won the lottery. I was literally looking at the TV screen, just like
Page 6 is another story there, right there. That's another element right there. I mean, that's like boy band element.
And they really, you know, showed some great love to me and the project, and you can't describe the feeling.
Right. How did you come along getting Dr. Dre to do this? Because he's a very busy person. How did you come along getting him on the track or whatever?
Working with Dawn Michelle Promotions, as we know. He had booked me on his one of his shows to perform, or as a guest at first, and the second time it was to perform, and the third time to perform again. And so, you know, and I heard that he was a huge fan of Aaron Paul, because I would hear it, and I didn't believe it, but they would tell me that. And then I think that my album was done, the album Dance, which is coming out in January, was completely done. And then I had this one little track, and I knew Dre liked funk music. Dre's a funk dude, if you know that, right?
Yeah.
Well, he likes everything, but
yeah, he has his
he's
own
a really
mix.
wide.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe what he knows. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So every time I went to the studio, I would hear funk being played, and he'd be like, you know, nodding his head. And I had this pop funk track that was just sitting in my files. You know what I'm saying? And I pulled it out, and the book had just come out that I just wrote, and I wanted like a theme song for the book. So yeah, I'm tinkering around, and this whole melody came up with the lessons in life, love, music, and boy bands. And it had that little that funk vibe, pop, but still pop, but funk. But it had enough room on there that a rapper could do his little thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's Dr. Dre, that's not no little thing. Dr. Dre blessing the track, that's
I know,
big.
right? And do you know what? I went with my humble self, seriously, right? I remember talking to Dawn first. I pulled her, I said, Dawn, like, I got this idea. Do you think you'll do it? And she said, ooh. She was like, I think
You did it. Yo, you hit a right ooh, oh.
No, but she did that little wince, and then she said, Aaron, I think he will do it for you. I think he will. I said, well, I'm literally scared to death to ask him, but I'm going to do it. I said, I have no choice. Let me do it. And we did the set, and I said, Dre, I want to have a word with you afterwards. And then the thing finished, and he said, Aaron, where's Aaron? And we're just going to do our talk. And we went off to a little corner, and I said, Dre, I got this track. And it's a pop funk thing, and it talks about my book, and I do a little honor to you in it. I mentioned him in the song, lyric, you know. And I would be honored if you would just do a little something on it. And he said...
You heard that too, right?
You got ghosts?
I know, right? That's a loud whispering.
He said, Aaron... No, he turned around, right, to the whole collective of them that was sitting there. He said, yo, whatever Aaron needs, let's get it done.
That's
and I was literally like this, like, really, Dre? Like, he said, yeah. Send me the track. And imagine if I'd been so scared not to act, which I was. I was like shitting myself. Yeah, little me, he's really gonna work with little me. You know what I'm saying? And then, but it's one of those things. If you don't act, you never know. If you don't push yourself, you know, even though it might be intimidating, it could never have happened. And next thing, I'm making a video in Pelham, and the story goes viral, and I'm on page 6, and Dre's on my album.
And who would have thought any of that would happen?
Tell me.
And it goes back to, as you were saying, you know, you got to put yourself out there. You got to take that chance.
Yeah.
You just never know.
It's like like I said, when Dawn came to me the first time, and she said, you know, I've got some platforms for you. And I said, they're not going to like Aaron Paul. These are urban. Imagine if I did, you know what, I just walked away. None of that.
You missed out on a lot of people who need to hear you. You know. So
because you know you think because you do a certain thing that you're not going to get embraced, or you look a certain way even.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I show up in my leopard print and my eyes are dark, and that's how you guys looked at me when I came out of the
are you serious with this coat now? I mean, you could have just wore I thought you were gonna wear the one the black one. And I'm saying
that's not Aaron Paul. This is Aaron Paul.
Well, clearly, but I know Aaron Paul. Don't try to act like I don't know you and stuff, but I expect that, you know. Right. But I mean, you know, like I'm very big on it's like if that's your style, go hard with it. Yeah. And most great entertainers they go hard with it. Nobody was saying anything about Prince wearing them high heels and the purple and sucking on the lollipop
Freddie Mercurys and the David Bowies.
Yeah.
These people set the tone, and if they didn't do what they did it and the way they did it, they might not have been who they are. Mm-hmm. Even though they're talented, it was there, but they carved out their niche, their look that made them unique, that made them icons.
Exactly. Like you have to have I hate to say that you have to have a niche, but you got to be yourself, like Kraftwerk, four German guys.
You got to be authentic. You got to make it authentic to who you are.
Exactly.
I mean, I think people will know when you're trying too hard, or if you ain't got it quite right, or you're trying to be something that you're not.
Right. Do you do that with your music and stuff, like being authentic and everything?
Oh yeah. Because I mean, that is as real as it comes. That's the core.
Right.
This is the camouflage. This is the vehicle that carries it. The music and when I'm writing my songs, that's the serious shit right there. Because that's coming from inside.
Right.
My brain is constantly ticking music, song ideas all the time.
Has anybody ever tried to like change what you're doing?
Only probably when I first came to the US to try and start. People weren't getting it. People weren't getting it. But I always got it. I remember.
That's all that counts,
I remember.
That's all that matters.
When I first came back strong about 4 years ago, I remember I wrote a song called Party and Play, which was a big dance hit. And the video was very controversial. You've got to see a video. I mean, it's a sexy ass video. And
is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Check it out.
Check it out.
Everyone, check it out. Party and Play by Aaron Paul.
Cover your eyes.
But you know what? It's art, and it's provocative, yes. It's sexual, yes. But it's still beautifully done. And that's the first time I've ever put myself in a visual kind of setting as such. I remember taking it to my family, who always supported me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this got me interested.
And I remember my brother was looking at that because it implies a lot when you see the video. You know, there's a lot going on, and it implies. It's not actually happening, but it implies. I remember my brothers, their draw was like, is this my brother? And I remember saying to them, don't worry, because that's going to make me become who I want to become.
It got a big run on it, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a top 10 dance record.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, yes, it's shocking because you're not used to seeing me like that. But I need to do this to get to where I need to get to. And you fast forward 4 years later, yes, I've got the Dre's on my record. I've got the Michael Mustos. I'm hosting fashion shows. If I didn't start it, none of that would have happened. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to take risks.
Right.
I'm not saying go out there and sell yourself, but take risk. Art is beautiful, and art can be expressed in so many different ways.
Yeah, definitely and stuff. And that's why I wanted to ask you, did anybody try to change you? Because even though, you got a vision of yourself and a vision of your art and whatever, there's always somebody trying to say like, yo.
Oh, there's haters. There's haters.
Well, I wouldn't call them haters, but I
there
just call
are.
them
There
people
are.
who didn't take the time out to get to know me.
I'm a very strong character. And I'm very much, when I come into a room, I'm in the room. It's just my personality, and I'm not boasting. It will take a lot to defeat me, put me down.
Right.
I can, like I said, I can show up into like this, and the Violators. It's like there's a bunch of them around there, and they're urban guys. You know what I'm saying? But I walk in there, and they love me. You know what I'm saying? But
real respect, real.
Yeah, but you would expect them to be a little bit on the fence because who's this dude in eyeliner and like that?
Well, that's closed-minded people, and
right?
Stuff. And,
but you do have those preconceptive, stigma or
I mean, but nobody wouldn't say that about Sylvester. Sylvester was like
the greatest.
Just went out there, but had the hottest tracks that played in every single club. So it's like people.
Well, that's what I think. I think because he had the chops to back it up. There was a serious artist there, and he was very talented.
Oh, extremely! I saw him at the old World Trades. There was a police believing it. I know I said it wrong, people, so don't stop me. But they had a big party they do every year, and they had it at the World Trade Center. And I went, and he performed, and shut it down. It had to be like 2,000 people in there and stuff. And I was standing, I was like,
well, it's funny you mentioned him, because I'm meeting Martha Walsh tomorrow. And she was one of
what a girl.
Yeah, she's here at Joe's Pub tomorrow night, and I'm going to meet her. And just the fact that she was worked with Sylvester, to me, I even though I respect her too.
Yeah.
But I'm more interested, Sylvester, because that's one of my icons. I mean,
Sylvester was a beast, though.
Oh, killed it every time.
Yeah, it was certain artists, no matter what way they went. Like, there's a group, they from Miami. It's 5 guys from Miami, and they had a song. Ooh, ooh, let's get on. Got to get on. It's 5 guys from Miami. Everybody thought they was black, and it's 5 Cuban guys from Miami.
Oh, interesting.
And they're very flamboyant or whatever
Really?
stuff. Yes, and it was so amazing when I was just happening looking through YouTube. I go through YouTube already, and I'm looking. I was like, "Is this really the guys?" And it was a hot song then. And stuff. I mean, so it's like, those are people who they knew what they wanted to do, and they did it. It didn't matter how they looked.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a product.
The sad thing is, very few people are stepping out of the box, or they're afraid to.
Right.
Because you're afraid of the judgment, or you're afraid that the stigma that's attached to it, or you're not going to be liked. So very few people are stepping out of the box anyway. Right. Back in the day, they did more. And could you imagine him stepping out of the box in Sylvester's time? I mean, how challenged that was for him.
That was really challenging.
Really challenging, but he did it.
But I mean, you just have to have that personality.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Right, and that's
like Frida.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. I'm making good music.
Well, it's funny you say that. My book is called I Don't Care.
Okay.
Right? And I don't care.
I wish I said that before you wrote me. I got paid.
What have I got to lose?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what? If you don't like me, don't watch me.
I give you that.
I can't force you to look at me or listen to my music. I mean, if we're happy to the same room, I'm sure you're going to walk away. Well, who's that dude?
No, I was like, okay, I didn't expect that from him.
Yeah, maybe. You know, and same musically. You know, I put out Smooth.
Right.
Right. Smooth is an R&B track.
It's nice.
Right. It's a smooth, you know, smooth jazz R&B track. Right.
Right.
People are not used to me singing that kind of stuff. People are used to the razzle dazzle, the dance, and you know, and all of this.
The razzle dazzle.
The spectacle.
Okay.
And then I put out the Smooth, which I wrote years ago. It's one of the records I came here with when I jumped ship and got turned down.
You're killing me with that jump ship thing.
Right. Now everyone's Smooth crazy.
Right. Smooth is nice. Smooth. I gravitated to that one.
It's like adult. It's got a little bit adult contemporary there. There's some R&B there. There's some jazz in there. There's a bunch of there's some little electronica going on. It's a beautiful romantic song.
Right. It's really nice and stuff. And it's if you have the voice for it, it's going to be crazy.
But fast rewind. When I put that song out first, look, people didn't pay it dust.
Really?
It was lost in the crowd. Now I put it out. Oh my God, we didn't know you could do that. But I will flip it on you. I'll put out a dance record. I'll put out a reggae record. I'll put out an R&B record. I will put out a funk pop record. I'll put out a rock record. Because I like all kinds of music.
You just go what you feel.
I grew up with everything.
Right.
I mean, it's all inside me.
Okay.
And I refuse to be boring.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
I mean, people could.
You know, you ain't got to worry about that. But what was that?
My phone on the mic has fallen.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay. Don't break it.
Gonna kill me.
Pay for that. Yeah, exactly.
Put up its clip.
But definitely, what we want to do is we want to get you set up because you're gonna bless our Dre's house stage.
Okay.
And we already did sound check.
Not too much talking.
Well, you was, you the guest. You know, but definitely want to get you set up so you can hit the stage. I want everybody, please go to dreshouse.com or go to Strong Island TV on Periscope. And also, I'm going to try to set up a little something because a lot of people don't like to go to those two. So just check my Facebook page out in a minute because I'm going to have to shut it down and we're going to bring it back because we definitely got to see his performance. Just give us 5 minutes. So we will be right back. As I said, I got my man Aaron Paul sitting here. The truth. He one of the funniest dudes out there, boy. But keeps it real. Keeps it real no matter what. Yeah, right. So where's my mic? So we'll be right back. Y'all just enjoy this music while we're doing this.
Stop moving, go, put your back into it. Back it up, show them how you do it. Got them all watching, let them YouTube it. You got them like, get it. Where you from, rep your city. She said she wanna hop on this. If you got a tight grip, I'm with it. Yippee-yi-yo, 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 yippee-yi-yo. Come and ride this rodeo. Hop up on the saddle.
Ride on me, baby, when I need a girl, will you be in sight? Would you ride for me, baby? Ride on me, baby, when I need a girl, will you be in sight? Would you ride for me, baby? Ride on me, baby, when I need a girl, will you be in sight? No surprise for my lady. Times get shady, need someone who be down for a fight. I got the boat for the Delta, barbecue on the water, bikini and some shades, don't get too tired. Can you hop up on it? Can you take another ride? Still looking hella fine, still feeling hella high.
That's cool. Everybody watching. Don't stop doing what you do. Take 'em to the rodeo. Keep putting on the show. Take 'em to the rodeo. I ain't never letting go. Hop up on the saddle. Hop in, yeah, girl.
the show. She knocking on my door, turning me up. I know that I seen you flirting lately. So get on this ball and let me get a taste of your love. Baby, this is how I feel. Baby, this is how I feel. Baby, this is how I feel. I'ma beat the thing up. Baby, we ain't gotta wait up for love. And if she said let's keep it real, I ain't trying to take it off. Just a little touch and that's all. I'm like, can I hit? Oh no, she teasing. On that bullshit for no reason. Baby, let me hit the valley, the valley, the valley. So stop teasing. On that bullshit, girl, you teasing. Baby, let me hit the valley, the valley, the valley.
Teasing like I release videos, got me watching like Vimeo. Let me spoon be serious. Teasing like I release videos, got me watching like Vimeo. Let me spoon be serious. Teasing like I release videos, got me watching like Vimeo. Let me spoon be cereal. Yo, look lame, better dump that. It's what means Sonny Bono get flashbacks. Make you right, that's bus pass. I tell her slow it down, and if she let me have it, then it's going down. And if she ain't know, then she know it now. Her partner won't dare king, she know the crown. I say pause for the camera, view us panoramic. Booty look Jamaican, but when I'm in it, she speaking Spanish like, huh? And she don't let me touch her when she bend it over. Pull out a stack and make her hand it over, huh? I'm a genius, kill it and leave it. Forensic evening, speeding to where it's convenient. No teasing, I'm leaving, it ain't good at all.
So can I hit? Oh no, she teasing. On that bullshit for no reason. Baby, let me hit the fatty, the fatty, the fatty. So stop teasing. On that bullshit, girl, you teasing. Baby, let me hit the fatty, the fatty, the fatty.
Styles.
I'm just trying to get with you. Tell me what you're doing later. Maybe I can fall through. First, I gotta know your name. Your name. First, I gotta know your name. Your name. That's big. That's big. She don't know it yet, but that's big. That's big. That's big. She don't know it yet, but that's big. That's big. That's big. She don't know it yet, but that's big. Tryna get it cut like a first date. Feeling in the booty like I'm thirsty. A man couldn't see me on my worst day. A girl's hitting on me, but they on me. Pulling up like what you want for the night. I know we young, but we grown for the night. I want you all in my system. You a good girl, but we can be bad, baby. You know I'm just trying to get you. I just wanna be the best that you had, baby. I'm just trying to get with you. Tell me what you're doing later. Maybe I can fall through. First I gotta know your name. Your name. First I gotta know your name.
They already know me, S-A-G-E, I feel like all that other stuff out the window. Bring your fine overseas and buy everything in the window. I feel like all that other stuff out the window. Bring your fine overseas and buy everything in the window, huh? I feel like all that other stuff out the window. Bring your fine overseas and buy everything in the window, huh? And you been on my mind, yeah, my mental. Type to driving mental, your ex was driving them rentals, yeah. Now why he treat you like a Honda? Always driving you crazy. When really you a Bentley, you don't take down payments. If wanting you is a crime, let me write down statements. Let me get to know you, yeah. And have something to show for it. Plant a seed for the future, do something to grow towards it. And all them girls that call it you for them,
saying take it, take it, take it. I'm so spontaneous, type of shit, rockin' cherry, tryna break it, break it, break it. Oh, I'll take my time, cause this right here is sacred, sacred. Baby, we're making history, and no one can erase it, no, no. Girl, you know it feels real good. We can do it till we both wake up. Girl, you know I'm hooked on you.
1, 2.
This is what I'll do.
You get on the stage, I'm gonna go to it.
Yeah, like right now, what I was talking about. Yeah. Yo, what's up? We're back. Dre's house. As you see, okay, that didn't work out like I planned it, but it's okay. It's okay. So here we go. We got my man Aaron Paul live on stage here. Here I go. There we go. So he's gonna bless us with some music that we haven't heard before.
Nope.
And the track that we was talking about, that'll be your second track, Smooth.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure that goes about right and stuff. So just bear with me here, because we're going to talk a little bit. Well, we wasn't going to talk a little bit, but we're just going to jump right into it and do what we got to do, because what I wanted to do is not happening. So we're going to do it another way.
All right.
Because Rudy messing us up. Rudy messing us up big time. But it's okay, because that's what we do. So I want to make sure everybody get a chance that's not in studio to see us, who didn't go to our live stream and everything. So we want to make sure, because a lot of people don't like to go to a website, which is dreshouse.com, or to the Periscope, which is strongisland.tv. So we definitely want to make sure everybody get a good sound, a good visual of this young man about to do your thing. You forgot something.
What I forget?
Where's your hat?
No, that was for the interview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll get hot and sweaty under that.
Okay, my bad. I try to call him out there.
You trying to dress me, dude?
No, I could be a stylist now. Don't get it twisted. I can stylist. All right, so we're gonna let my man Aaron Paul do his thing and bless the stage. And he's a great artist, and you're about to see yourself what you've been missing if you've never seen this young man ever do his thing. So the pressure. That's right. Pressure on Dre's house. Stage is yours.
Thank you, man.
Hey everybody, this is pop star Aaron Paul on my brand new album coming out in January the 19th. The album is called Dance, and this song is called Pop Star.
Hold on.
Ooh, I can hear it. That's something.
Studio kind of messed me up on that one. Okay, we want to take that back. We want to make sure he get a chance to do this correctly. And I hate when I have to do this, because now I got to find the song. And the track name again?
Yes, this one is called Pop Star.
Okay, so I need to go down here.
Pop Star.
See, this is what happens when I have to do everything myself. And then you have like a dope artist who's rocking so hard here. And I want to make sure I get this to the beginning. And I just figured out how to do it. Just bear with us. Okay, now I got it. Okay, yeah, no doubt. Just let that go. There we go.
I want you to notice me. From my boots to my head, I'm fierce when I'm dressed. Now listen, I'm playing on your radio, on your TV screen, and in your magazine, and everybody wants to show. Alright, I'm a pop star, everybody wants, you gotta get a piece of me. Stage lights, night lights, oh, this is my life. Pop star, rock star, everybody wants, you gotta get a piece of me. Sexy, funky, I make you wanna trust me. I wear makeup and women's clothes, and every day for me is like I'm in a fashion show. Give me a band and screaming fans. I'll take you motherfuckers to a place you can't understand. Pop star, everybody wants, you gotta get a piece of me. Stage lights and night life, oh, this is my life. Pop star, rock star, everybody wants, you gotta get a piece of me. Sexy, funky, I make you wanna touch me, yeah. Pop star, rock star, everybody wants, you gotta get a piece of me. Stage lights, the night life, this is my life. Pop star, rock star, everybody wants, you gotta get a piece of me. Sexy and funky, I make you wanna touch me. Prince Madonna, MJ, Whitney. I stand here like the legends before me. Grace, Freddie, George, and Bob. Oh my God, I like love. It's like a drug. When I make love to the camera and paparazzi, everybody can't get enough. It's your obsession and your addiction. When I'm on your wall, I'm your teenage fascination. Yeah. Woo! You know that you were made to be. I'm a pop star and a rock star. Yeah, everybody's superstar. Yeah. All right now, you can't want it. I'm a pop star and a rock star. Hey, everybody's superstar. Woo! Yeah. Star. Thank you. Whew. How are we doing?
Oh, waiting on me.
We rolling right in?
There we go. We're rolling right in.
You look so sensual, standing there in the dark. All I know is I wanna be where you are. Touching you, kissing you, our bodies as one. And we won't stop until we see the sun. Sometimes I feel like I can't go on. I found heaven when I'm in your arms. Ooh, you're so smooth when your skin brushes mine. Like a candle that melts through the night. Summer air caressing silk sheets. I'm breathless every time my eyes meet. You're so smooth. Your tender touch makes me wanna touch you. From your head to your toes, smelling your perfume. Feeling you, reaching you, deep in your soul. And there is one thing that I want you to know. Sometimes I feel like I can't go on. I found heaven when I'm in your arms. Ooh, you're so sweet when your skin brushes mine. Like a candle that melts through the night. Smooth summer air caressing silk sheets. I'm breathless every time our eyes meet. Here we are, your heart touching mine, tangled in this moment in time. You and
Okay. All right, we got another track to do, but you good?
I'm good.
Wow, I thought I was flying to Mars or somewhere.
Wow. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Now here's the thing about, and I tell artists this all the time. Stuff happens when you're on stage. You gotta keep going, no matter what. And you just saw my man. Now that I know he's okay, it's funny. It's mad funny though, but I was like,
That's never happened before.
I didn't even know what to do.
First time everything, right? I guess you know.
Oh my goodness, that's.
No, one time I ran on stage at one event in Europe, and I went running. They announced the name. I went running around, and I literally went skidding like across the floor like Superman.
Oh really?
But that beat, this one beat that.
Here's the thing. Here's the killer.
I just like crooning my song, and I like.
But here's the killer. I've sat in these chairs before, and imagine if I fell.
Woo!
That would have been very interesting.
Right.
I do apologize,
all right.
but I guess stuff happens. I'm kind of messed up now, because that could have been me.
But it was me.
No, but the funny thing was, we was going to finish out here. We was going to sit
I
down.
know we was.
So, thank you.
We're standing up for the rest of the show.
Thank you very much for saving me, because I know I would have been the one that went down. So I'm just saying. Oh man, I just I had to stop it real quick. So make sure
You might go viral with that. That's a good thing. So.
I'm gonna have to. Okay, that's to like the second funny thing. Was it Studio 1031? Yeah, that was the first funny thing. This was funny, but Studio 1031, that was hilarious and stuff. So definitely, you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm shocked. I was like, what happened?
Yo, oh my God. Wait till I get this phone call from Dawn. It's gonna be hilarious. All right, you ready? Next song? All right, we got one more. I just had to make sure my man
There's
was.
some party time going on. Right
Okay,
now,
okay.
So let's get going.
Well, you should have never sat down. I'm just saying. Let's get this next track going.
All right now, let's get those hands. Come on. Are you ready to party? Yeah? All right. Shaka Khan. Woo! You know Shaka Khan? Woo! All right now. Shaka Khan. Yeah. Oh. Come on. Shaka Khan. Effortlessly, that's the way it was. It happened so naturally, I did not know it was love. The first thing I felt was you holding me close. Oh, what was I gonna do? I let myself go. So now we're flying through the stars. I hope this night would last forever. Baby, baby, I've been waiting for you. It's been so long. I knew just what I would do when I heard your song. You filled my heart with your bliss, and it gave me freedom. I knew I could not resist. I needed someone. So now we're flying through the stars. I hope this night will last forever. If you know the words, here you go. Here we go. Nobody loves me better. Ooh yeah, gotta feel this way. Nobody makes you. Yeah. All right. Woo. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Ooh. I wait for nighttime to come to bring it to me. I can't believe I'm the one. I was so lonely. I feel like no one can feel. I must be dreaming. I want this dream to be real. I need this feeling. Now I wish upon a star. The night would last forever. Yeah, yeah. Nobody loves you better. Ooh, yeah. Gotta feel this way. Nobody, baby. Yeah. I thought you put your arm around me. Then you put your charm around me. Oh, yeah. Can't resist the sweet surrender. Come on. Oh, the night's so warm and tender. Yeah. Staring into each other's eyes. What we see is no surprise. Yeah, yeah. Got the feeling most to dread. All right. And the truth is whoever. Woo! Can make me feel this way. Nobody, babe. Nobody, babe. Nobody, babe. Nobody, baby. Makes me feel like you do. Makes me feel like you do. Makes me feel like you do. You ain't the one to say. Woo! Nobody. Nobody. Nobody, babe, nobody, babe, can make me feel this way. Nobody, babe, nobody, babe, can make me feel this way. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, thank you. Somebody else fell off.
Okay, so definitely it's dangerous over here.
Dangerous.
Being on
broken chairs, playing jewelry. The work's going on.
I don't know what's going on, but definitely.
Babe.
Alrighty, he's like jewelry flying all over the place, falling down. What's the next thing you can do?
Do sexy dirty talk?
What?
Sexy dirty talk.
Oh, no, I ain't talking about performance. Now, we gotta leave soon. But definitely. You know. Okay. We're right back here. Take your mic with you. You forgot which mic you had? Yeah. All right, you just heard my man Aaron Paul doing his thing. Definitely appreciate you taking the time out to come out here, being on time. You know, you my boy for life, man. You know how we are. We know how we are. I've known him for a minute. I watch his growth or whatever he's doing. Definitely shout out to Dillis, because I know she was watching. She is so proud right now.
My girl.
And also Dora Michelle and stuff. So we got to close up because I want everybody to go to, Rudy, what is it? Strong Island TV and television. Strong Island Radio and television. On Facebook, you got Rudy's Room coming up real quick. Make sure y'all check that out. Again, thank you, Kevin Spann and Abraham Kevin Spann and Sons, Allstate Insurance, Stewart Film Group, and of course, Arizona Ice-T. Thank you all so much for supporting me. Everything I do outside and inside the studio. Where can they find your information at?
Website, aaronpaulmusic.com.
Which was launched today.
Yeah, okay, yeah, published today, updated, yeah, so check that out. It's beautiful, I love it.
Definitely, there it is.
Photographs, great information. You can find where I'm at, where I'm going to be, what I'm doing, what I'm saying, everything.
Where he's falling down at.
Yeah, where I'm falling down. I'm going to post that shit.
Not before me. So definitely I want to thank y'all. Thank you, Aaron, for coming through.
Thank you.
Strong Island TV, Dre's House. We'll see y'all next week. Stay tuned for Rudy's Room.
When them bottles go up, I don't pay no nuts. Pull up to the club, bounce out, somewhere in the club. miss, and she miss how I do it. That's 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 how I do it.